When I was coming up with what to talk about for my senior speech, I found myself wanting to say something as good as what my brothers had said. But after weeks of wanting to achieve the same level of excellence as those two, I realized that's not what my senior speech should be about. And yes, I'd like to applaud my brothers, Faiz being so vulnerable and Fahad being so courageous, but this is about me and my reflection of these past 18 years. And though this may or may not be as great as what they did, this is as great as what I, Muskaan, can do. And that to me matters the most. So I've decided to share two concepts I learned this year, which have both really stuck to me and I haven't been able to get out of my mind. The first being from my AP psychology class, the need to belong. The term means the intrinsic motivation to affiliate with others and be socially accepted. For years of my life, I desired to be well-liked and to fit in with my peers. I remember altering myself and my thoughts in order to be uniform with them. And then I began to resent myself for losing who I was and my authenticity. It made me feel even more alienated and alone. And to make matters worse, I blamed myself for it. I believed that I was letting my insecurities control my actions. However, this year during a psych project, I realized that every human being has experienced and still experiences the same struggle. Here's what we all need to realize. Belonging is different from fitting in. The reason why it's so hard to fit in is because you aren't supposed to. We're all meant to stand out and be our own individuals. Think of yourself as a puzzle piece with your own curves and edges, each color or design representing the uniqueness of you and the culmination of all your experiences. And though you may try to force your piece to fit in, it simply won't. That is, until you have a clear picture of who you are, only then can you complete the puzzle. The second concept I'd like to share is from my French class. There's a phrase in French, tu me manques, which is used to say, I miss you. But it can literally be translated to, you are missing from me. And to a self-proclaimed hopeless romantic, it's so beautiful and moving. Yet I can't find a part of myself, my heart, nor my mind to believe that it's true. You see, the idea that something you once had is now gone and lost isn't right to me. I don't think it's ever the case. I truly believe that something, whether that be a person, a place, or even time, could never be taken away from you. What seems to be missing is just hidden away inside of you, and it's your job to find it. And I know I'm going to miss this place, my friends, and probably a lot of other things. But I also know these things will be with me through photographs, writing, memories. They can't be missing from me when they're right there. Sometimes I'll just have to squint my eyes and maybe tilt my head to one of the sides and see it and remember it. And maybe that's what life is about. Finding something you missed, but realizing it was never missing in the first place. It was never lost, just not where you thought it was. So what I'm trying to say to all of you is never think that something is missing or taken away from you. Instead think, tu dois chercher, you must search. Before I conclude my speech, I like to give a few thank yous, or mercis. Thank you to the faculty for opening my mind to all the beauty there is in education. You have helped me develop into such an outspoken chatterbox with a love for all things historical. To the class of 2019, thank you guys for always having my back and constantly inspiring me to be the best friend and student I can be. The endless amount of memories from school dances, squadmas, homecomings, field hockey games, and theater productions are treasures I will guard close to me for the rest of my life. Bye, Jen. Bye. Thank you guys for becoming parents of a child you didn't even want. You guys have been my rocks for the past 18 years. And I'm so thankful to be your little sister. Bye, Jen. Thank you for always reading over my English papers, even after the 50th time, and dealing with my horrible obsession with repetition, but also for helping me realize my worth. You have always believed in me, even at times I couldn't. Bye. Thank you for always telling me to calm down moments before we get into an explosive argument. For always making me laugh, even when I'm really mad at you. You've always been the glue that keeps us three together. Oh, and thanks for making me watch all of Dragon Ball. I'm much more cultured now. Abu, you have sacrificed so much for all three of us to receive the best education. Don't cry, you're gonna make me cry more. You are the strongest and smartest man I have ever known. You have encouraged my colorful delusions and imaginative mind while shielding me from the harsher possibilities outside of the world. You are my role model, and I know I don't say it enough, but I love you. Mom, thank you. You have been the best mother I could ever ask for. You're my biggest fan. You constantly support me through the ups and downs. And I know it can be a roller coaster of a child, especially when I get emotional. But you have always made me feel so loved and cared for. Any one of us can tell you I'm not the best daughter, but I'm the luckiest daughter to have you as my mom. Thank you.